Senator Comerford.
At this late hour, I rise in strong support of this amendment, and I'm very grateful to our colleague from Winchester for his leadership over many years, going back to when you were a new member of this body, this legislature, in partnership with Representative Rushing. Earlier in the debate, our friend from Arlington said out loud that she was here in large respect, and we all understood that to be true, to work on health care. And I thought to myself as I was sitting next to her, what am I here for? And of course I care about public education. We spoke a lot about that during this debate. Of course I care about climate. Of course I also care about health care. But really what brought me to want to be in this beautiful body, this legislature, was an experience I had when I first arrived in this Commonwealth. It was about, well, over a quarter of a century ago. I came to Massachusetts. I lived in Western Massachusetts, and I was among colleagues of Slow Turtle, John Peters. Slow Turtle was an elder in the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, a federally recognized tribe, along with the Aquinnah, and Slow Turtle was making his way across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, stopping in community after community, organizing as he did to bring awareness to what I will call the brutality of our current flag and seal and motto. And he found a home in Western Massachusetts among the people I now represent. And he found an organizing base. And together, the people in Western Massachusetts built a movement that pushed east. And in fact, one of my first organizing attempts as a newer organizer in the Commonwealth was to create something called a Walk for a New Spring. And it was inspired by Slow Turtle and also the Nipponzan Myohoji Peace Pagoda and hundreds of other organizations as we walked from the Berkshires to Boston in partnership with then Representative Byron Rushing, calling on us, calling on the legislature to change a flag and seal and motto that our Indigenous brothers and sisters believe is racist and harmful and is the root of so much injustice that they have suffered for hundreds of years. Our colleague from Boston, with whom I respectfully disagree, talked about the peace that is represented in that flag and seal. The motto is peace by the sword. It is the subjugation of Native Americans through violence. That is the peace that our flag and symbol right now and our motto represent. That is not the peace I want embodied in a flag or a seal or a motto of a place I love, of a body I am so privileged every day to work in, of a community, 25 of them, that I cannot believe the honor I have to serve. I want something that calls us to a common humanity, that calls us to justice, to true peace that will come when we know that justice. I want something that reflects all of us in our most beautiful diversity. That's the kind of symbol and flag and symbol and motto that I believe that we can get to. And the commission, thanks to Chair Whedon, who was courageous, and Brian Boyles, the commission took us forward. And the data from that survey that the gentleman from Boston spoke to is important. And that will be the foundation upon which this next chapter will be written. And this will be the chapter where we all can be prouder, because the people we represent will be embodied, will be seen, and will be respected in the symbol that is behind us in all our pictures, that is in our school cafeteria, that are in the places where people should be respected for who they are and not belittled, not made to feel like this isn't for them, that they have to be subjugated by violence in order to live in this Commonwealth. I will say that this is also the subject of more than 80 town meeting resolutions. There is organizing happening in all of our communities, where town government after town government, thanks to painstaking organizing started by Slow Turtle, and Indigenous communities, the Nipmuc, the Mashpee, the Aquinnah, the Massachusetts, the Herring Pond, and more, they have been doing this in town meeting after town meeting, asking us at our most basic basic local level, please, legislature, change this. This is harmful to us. And on the docket, on the warrants across the Commonwealth, this spring, another dozen or more communities are going to take these up. They're going to have these conversations, and they are on track to pass. So if we think that we are here as a body to represent the people in local communities, then it is our job to hear them while we also hear the Indigenous people who need to be also centered in this. So I will close with the strongest possible support that I can muster for this amendment, with deep gratitude again to my colleague. And I will say that there is an Indigenous legislative agenda held by a great body, every single Massachusetts nation, and then all of the other Indigenous communities represented by the Commission on Indian Affairs. There is an Indigenous legislative agenda that calls us to also change Columbus Day, to also rid us of racist Native mascots, and so much more. So this is just the beginning. We haven't even begun to listen to the Native American people in our midst. It is our job to listen. Mr. President, I hope this amendment is adopted. Thank you.